Hey, shalom and good morning. I'm on my way to work this morning a little earlier. I'm have to do some things, man. I got a very busy day today, man. But I just saw this Twitter post, and she said, when we shouting out Black Lives Matter and we talk about generational wealth, she said, generational wealth comes from families, right? But if there is no black families, there will be no wealth, generational wealth. So we need to uplift black families, man. You know, there's been a onslaught. There's been a target on black men incarcerated. They've been incarcerated for so long, man, and targeted for so long because they understand that the unity and brotherhood when black men get together and we really want to fight and we really want to protect our families, how strong and how far we're willing to go. So they target us. They target our community with homosexuality. They push abortions. They're doing all this stuff, man. And you know, if the world can sit there and tell you that you should love same-sex marriage and you should support, Pride Month, Pride Week, and do all that type of stuff, whether I agree with it or not, we should be free to say, let's support man and women, a black man and women. We should be able to wave that flag high as well. We should be able to have festivals and parades to support the black man and the black women in unity. We should be able to be extremely proud of that because that's what's going to create the generational wealth. That's the foundation. The two ideas, two humans coming together to have a collective agreement and a collective plan to be able to put their family and take their family to another level. I think that post, man, was one of the deepest posts of the summer that I saw because it was so proud. It was so proud to support black families. It was so proud to support heterosexual lifestyle, a man and a woman, the way it's designed to be. You can argue, you can complain. If you want the world to accept you, then you also must accept these views as well. It's an onslaught. They're giving black children to homosexual white parents, homosexual white men adopting little black babies. Homosexual white women are adopting little black babies. Rich white families are adopting black families. But in the 80s, they was taking all the kids away from the families. They were stopping that foundation to be able to even have generational wealth. There has been a target, man. And we have to be able to start saying, you know what, man, we're only standing for black families, man. So support your black families, man. Sit down, talk with your Asha, talk with your wife, and you come up with a plan on how you can better protect and plan for the future of your family. Instead of waiting for the government to give you all the assistance, think of ways that you can go in there and take what's yours. You can go in there and make a plan and say that, you know what, I'm going to support and push the dreams of my children. That just was on my mind, man. That's definitely been on my mind. Here I am, the only black on the floor of my company, working for the state, doing computer and digital forensics. I understand that I can't do the same thing as my counterparts. I can't be late. I can't slack. I told my son yesterday he wanted to play the game with me. I said, son, when you're working, the son is crazy. When you're working, you don't have the time. You don't have the luxury to slack. You don't have the luxury to sit back and take a day off. Every day you must plan. Every day you must strategize. In order to be able to be counted equal to them and not be looked at as some type of what's it called, token or quota, you have to fight. People talk about women in the workplace, but nobody talks about black men in corporate America. Nobody talks about the plight of black men in corporate America. They already expect you not to know and not to have the answers. They already expect you to be slacking, your shirt wrinkled, your tie's off. They don't expect you to know how to tie a tie. You don't have a father know-how, who's gonna teach you to tie a tie? So they're gonna look at you in a certain way. Black people, stop being so dependent on the government. Because when you're dependent on the government, you have to go, if they're giving you everything, you're gonna have to now go with what they give you. But if you can go out there and get it yourself, then you can dictate what you get, how much you get, and what is the best focus, and what is the best thing that you should get so your family can grow. That's alpha manhood right there. You don't take what somebody gives you. You go out there and take what's yours. You know? What do they say? Boys do what they can. Men do what they want. You got to go out there and take it, man. You know? But yeah, man, I just want to come at y'all, man, with that post. Support black families. We have to start thinking about black families and how that affects the mentality of our children. Being able to see a black woman and a black man come together and break down an idea, break down a plan, and go in there and accomplish that goal. That is education. That is what the school system cannot teach you. They can't teach you that. Sitting around talking and strategizing about economic goals, how to invest, how to set a mortgage, how to get a house, you know, how to sell a house. Educational school systems don't teach you that. But yeah, man, it was on my mind this morning. Definitely on my mind this morning. With all the stuff that's going on, man, we're sometimes distracted by police brutality, and we forget the little things like, you know, the lack of the black man in the community, the lack of the black man within the household, and his role in the household. When they go to pay bills, the woman is only talking while the man just sits there, picks under his finger and looking down. Get involved. Understand how to pay bills. Understand how to save money. Understanding what's coming in and going out of your house. Sit down and understand, like, wait a minute. Certain months, why are we having less money? Why are we more strapped with cash this month? What is taking our money? What is coming out? How come we got so much coming out and we have very little coming in? Sit down, get involved, man. Every day you can't play the game. Every day you can't watch sports. Every day you can't look on ESPN. Every day you can't watch your favorite movies. Sometimes you got to go in there and get into the lab and you got to focus on you. Sometimes it's okay to be selfish, to say, nah, we're not doing that this week. We're not doing that this month. We're not eating in the house this week or this day. We're going out to eat. Because now you got to show your sons what it means to put your first step forward and say, nah, this is what we're going to do. This is going to be the new direction of the house. You can't do that if you don't have a job. You can't do that if you don't have it. If you don't have that alpha in you. Stop being so soft, man. You got to start taking control. You got to start understanding when to say yes and when to say no. You know? I don't know, man. We have to start being men again. We have to start understanding the words honor and courage, bravery. How the hell do you show honor? How the hell do you show bravery? How the hell can you show manhood? We have to start thinking about things like that. But yeah, man, you know, I don't want to talk your ear off, man. I'm just headed to work, man. Have some things on my mind. But again, this is Black Man Thoughts. Shalom, shalom. Thanks for joining in.